Hello and welcome to Yoga with Sarah. This is a short mat practice and the theme for this practice is to find comfort in unsettling times. You may benefit from having a yoga block or a book. You could also use a cushion, and we're going to start seated, maybe sat on your block or your cushion. So finding your comfortable seat, settling into a comfortable posture, so length through the spine, but not forcing into a stretch, lifting the crown of the head, settling the chin to lengthen the back of the neck, and letting the hips and lower body sink down into the support of the mat and the floor. And today's Sankalpa is to remind ourselves that our inner peace is our power. We'll start by bringing our hands together, cupping the palms so that just the fingertips and the sides of the hands fold to create a flame shape. And we will imagine we are holding this single flame, this candle flame, and holding it close to our hearts. Closing the eyes one moment, visualizing the warmth of this flame, the light of this flame, and picturing in our mind's eye this candle flame by our heart. And releasing the hands. And we'll come first of all to start with a very gentle hug. So having your right arm on top of your left arm and bringing those arms round as far as is comfortable to give yourself a gentle hug, keeping the face looking forward and the chin level with the floor. And we'll do some gentle flexion and extension through the mid and upper back. So breathing in, drawing the sternum forward, tipping the hips backwards, curving through the spine and looking up. And then exhaling, folding the chin down towards the chest, tucking the tailbone and curving the spine the other way. Doing that 3 more times, inhaling, coming forwards. Exhaling, rolling back. Inhaling forwards. Exhaling back. Last one, inhaling forwards. And exhaling back. Coming to upright, opening your arms, spreading those wings, and then crossing the arms the other way, this time left on top. Again, finding that comfortable place where your arms might rest around your upper arm and shoulders. And we'll do 4 cat-cow breaths here. Inhaling, drawing the sternum up and looking up, tipping the tailbone back. Exhaling, tucking the tailbone under, chin towards the chest. 3 more, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. And coming to your straight back. Palms of the hands down to the knees. And just settle here for a moment with the eyes closed, letting that movement settle, be processed by the body. And we will draw the legs out into a V shape. So I'm still sat on my yoga block. It helps to tilt the pelvis forward a little. You don't need to have a really, really big V shape, just a gentle V shape here. And first of all, settle into this, see how it feels. You can have a slight bend in the knees, lifting up through a tall spine, having the feet flexed, and just observe here how it feels through the lower back perhaps. And I'm going to draw my right foot in here. And I'm going to turn my torso to face towards my left leg outstretched. I've got my foot flexed. You may find it comfortable to have a rolled up blanket or towel or a cushion under the knee of the extended leg. And from here, take a breath in, extending through the crown of the head, looking forwards and leading with the sternum, leading with the heart, folding forwards as far as feels okay for you. So that may not be very far, and that's okay. But settling here for 2 or 3 rounds of breath, using the inhale to lengthen through the back, keeping the back sit bones connected with the ground, and exhaling, seeing if you can soften further into a fold, bringing your face perhaps a little closer towards your knee. With each exhale, softening more through the hips. Then on an inhale, start to come back up, maybe using your hands to draw yourself back, keeping the head down and bringing the head back up last. And I've got my left leg extended, so my left hand is going to come to my right bent knee. And I'm going to turn to look towards the right and look up, keeping that extended leg strong and engaged. And it might feel nice to lift your back arm up, your right arm up, and look over past the fingers. And it may even feel nice to potentially side bend over that extended leg. It may not be very far, and again, that's okay. And again, on an inhale, drawing yourself up, and we'll unfurl. And this time we'll bring our right hand to the left extended leg. Again, keeping that foot engaged, bringing the torso round, keeping the spine up, and maybe coming to a twist, possibly bringing your gaze around to look over towards the left. Breath in and out here. And unfurling, coming round to the front. And we'll just take a slight bow over that bent knee. And draw yourselves back up to centre, and we'll come to the other side. So if you have a prop under the extended knee, you might need it on the other side. And coming back to your V shape and bringing the other leg. I'm bringing my left leg now in bent and extending my right leg out. I've got my foot flexed, and I'm going to put a little bit of support under my right knee, and some of you may wish to as well, especially if you have hyperextension in your knee joints. So we'll come to Janu Shirshasana, bringing your torso over that extended leg, lifting the sternum, and slowly folding over that leg. It may feel different on this side, you may not be able to go as far. It's not about getting there or getting to a stretch. This is more about exploring the softening through the back of the body. So finding 2 or 3 breaths here. Softening with each exhale. Lengthening with every inhale. And very slowly and carefully, using your hands to walk your back up, bringing your head up last. And this time facing forward, we'll bring our right hand to our left bent knee. And we'll bring our left arm back and look behind us, keeping that extended leg engaged. And it may feel okay to bring that arm overhead. And soften into a side bend over your extended arm. Taking a breath here. And with care, engaging your abdominals to come all the way back up. This time coming to a twist, bringing the left hand down the outside of the right leg. And coming to that twist, exploring here. You may fold forwards, you may find it more comfortable to remain more upright. Finding the stretch in the back body, noticing if you can relax through the sacrum a little more, have more heaviness through the hips, and does that help you fold forward into the twist a little more? Then on an inhale, coming up, back to centre, and maybe a quick bow over your bent knee. A little stretch for the groin. Inhaling, coming all the way up. And just bringing both legs out in front of you and tapping the knees. And we will come briefly onto our front. So thinking carefully about how you're going to get there. Removing a block if you're sat on one. Maybe coming to hands and knees. Onto your forearms. And bringing your hips down. So I've got my elbows under my shoulders. See if you can find your 90 degrees. You may like to have a pillow underneath your tummy here or underneath your chest. We're not going to be here very long. Pressing into the backs of the feet. Pressing into the pubic bone. Reaching your chest forward and looking up. Inhaling and really coming into that back bend stretch. Exhaling, soften a little. Release through the whole body. Inhaling, engage, press through the feet, press through the pubic bone and look up, drawing the chest forward. And exhale and soften. 2 more, inhaling. And exhaling. Last one, inhaling, pushing through to your forearms, your feet, lifting. Exhaling and softening. We'll take an inhale here before on an exhale, moving back to a child's pose. Walking back into your child's pose. Here you can have your legs wide and it may feel nice to have some support between your heels and your hips. So coming down into your child's pose, either with your knees together and bringing the crown of the head to the floor, or as I say, having your knees apart, and it may feel nice to have support underneath the forehead here as well. So entirely up to you where you find that nice stretch, but here we're looking inwards and we are reminding ourselves that our inner peace is our power. I'm going to bring my thumb and forefingers to touch on the mat, palms down on the mat, creating a diamond shape with my elbows. And just letting my hips really draw back, let them be heavy. Feel the support of the floor. My inner peace is my power. Drawing the breath into the back of the body and the sides of the ribs. Letting the breath move your body. And then we will come to a seat. So once more, bringing your weight into your forearms, walking the hands back. I'm going to sit up on my block. Closing down the eyes, finding your candle flame and bringing it to your heart center. Bringing to mind those words, my inner peace is my power. And to close practice today, Om Shanti.